What's up, guys? So this video is going to be about my MacBook Pro 13-inch 2020. This right here has a Apple Silicon M1 chip and has 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage. And honestly, this is a computer that you should not buy if you're a content creator or either a streamer that needs something to edit videos or edit photos or just anything that's productivity wise or professional. Do not buy this 2020 MacBook. As long as it has 8 gigs of RAM or 256 gigabytes of storage, you should not buy at all. Reason one, it might be a crazy reason, but it's just a reason that I realized when I'm having this computer. So if you're doing music production or anything, it works well. You know, if you're either loading up VSTs or plugins, if you're just using the computer how it is, it works well. Don't get me wrong, it works, but it also doesn't really perform the best as it has 8 gigabytes of unified memory. This computer is a great computer for students, for college like me. It works, it does the job, but I will admit this computer is also not really the best when it comes to loading up a lot of, let's say, Excel Word. I mean, it works, but it doesn't really do the job. But I'm upgrading this computer to the 2021 either M1 Pro or M2 Pro, just depending on what I can get my hands on. But I definitely do want a 16-inch with 16 gigabytes of RAM, either 512 or 1 terabyte of storage. In my personal opinion, that's what matches my needs as a content creator and what I usually do on a daily basis of editing and loading up a whole bunch of files, color grading, and just making sure I have the best and optimal space. That's exactly what I need. What the things that this computer does well, aside from the bad, is that it works well when you're just doing basic tasks. It works well with the audio. The speakers are pretty good on this laptop, always by Apple. They have the best sound quality that you can imagine on any Apple device. Low-key glazing, but we're not gonna get into that. 2 is how fast it is. The M1 processor makes sure everything runs extremely fast, extremely safe, and it does the job of everything that you can imagine when you're wanting to use a laptop. This is completely better than Intel because I used to have a 2018 15-inch i7, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage, and it was completely trash compared to when I got this M1 computer. It completely changed the game for me and what I do, but I feel like I need to upgrade again because my needs have obviously changed and I just do more stuff on the computer. Thermals, you never hear the fan at all. Sometimes I don't even think there is a fan in here because of how good this laptop runs with everything with the M1 chip. Thermals are literally the best on this laptop, and I don't have any complaints of it, only because when you are doing extreme tasks, and this can go for anything, any laptop too, either if it's M1 or Intel, this laptop does run the best. Now, I don't have benchmark scores because I don't really do benchmark. I would rather do real world test. That's why in recent videos of the M4 chip, I mean, a lot of people still do benchmarks because of course benchmarks does show like how fast the CPU core is and how fast the CPU itself is. But I would say if you're doing real world tests, which means editing or just do anything like that, anything that runs with productivity wise, you're gonna be seeing the best performance out of it. Another reason why this laptop is pretty good is because of the touch bar. This right here has literally just a normal touch bar. Now, of course, newer MacBooks, which is 2020 and up, do not have the touch bar anymore, but this 2020 still does. And I will admit this laptop is pretty good with it. It works well. I mean, I don't really use it a lot, but anytime I need controls, all I gotta do is press the FN key and it shows up, or any key that you have it set to, it can show up like that, and it works just like a normal thing. Now, of course, touch bar, you do have little gimmicks like the volume button, play and pause. You have the keyboard shortcuts. When you're into a editing software or just any productivity software, like you could do Photoshop or Final Cut or Premiere, you do have little timelines or anything that goes along with the editing software or the software in general that you're using. It does work like that, and it goes on top of, it goes on the touch bar. But I mean, those are just little gimmicks. I say that work well with any laptop that you have that has it. You see why a lot of people didn't really like the touch bar at first, only because it wasn't really meeting people's standards, and I don't think a lot of people were using it at the time. Now, do some people miss it? Maybe, I don't really know. I mean, I like it, but I also do want a newer laptop that runs better, and I don't really care for the touch bar being there or not. So as long as the laptop runs and the performance is the best that it could be, that's what matters for me. Those are my reasons why you should not buy this laptop, or maybe you should. Comment down below if you guys do like these type of videos, or even want to see more from me with a laptop like this, or even with the new laptop I'm planning on buying on Saturday. This Saturday, because today is November 20th on Wednesday. So I am planning on getting either 2021 or 2022, depending on what I can cop. But I will definitely make sure I do a video on that laptop whenever I do get it. And so guys, if you guys do enjoy, like, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know, like I said, if you guys want to see videos from me next with this type of videos.